Maybe a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Go. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Henry again on 2nd down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Throwing, Hundley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A first down carry for Henry. Finding some room at midfield. Powering his way forward. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Here we go. 50, plant. Now.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Set, go.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
218, chopper. Fan.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready?
Got an extra
70,
defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Look at me. Dog, dog. Look, look, squeeze. Hit it.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
60 Bison. Liking 18. Check go.
Now Hundley. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They'll try to run it in, going option right, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, and the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 9, Hundley. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And some room to work. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. 124 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Here we go, shot. 70 Timberwolf. Get up.
3rd and goal from the 6. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls. And shutting him off, now open field. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Ready, ready.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Leaf River. Leaf River.
That's out quickly to Chenault. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Shoot.
A handoff for Etienne. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Get it.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there, handed to their big guy to pick up a 1st.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Go.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. That's complete. Okue Bunam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Gone. Now.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Set, go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Chenault. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point safely through, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Finding room to the 20, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready. Hit it.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Albert Okwuegbunam, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars on one play have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 159 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hey, orbit. Say hi.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And they'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Come on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, wk6. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
79 Bronco. Ready, hut.
He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They're going to try and throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
18 Pioneer. Check go.
Back to throw again. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now a signal and a timeout called as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Set 50 plant. General West. Yo, Jack, get it.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. To return, here's Agnew. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A give, it's ETN off the option. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
61, matchbox lights, now.
Now Lawrence. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Point after, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. To return, here's Agnew. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Tanico Autry. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
On the ball.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now Lawrence on third and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 176 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Hundley. This will go to Henry out wide. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. And when he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Fire.
On play action, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
7 Pirates. Ready, go.
He'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Panther 11.
Throwing, Hundley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, 203 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking deep for Julio. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's going to let it go again. And this is taken in at the 5. And it's a Titans touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Okay, ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Sheds him off at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Come on,
A
set.
big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Shoot.
A give running right, ETN. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Yo, ready, ready.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Jones has it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Go.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So a big play there, not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Ready up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Here we go.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Lawrence will throw. Thomas has got it, complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Got it. On the ball. Fire.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Ready, set.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Shoot.
A final shot now for Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing.